Anyway, welcome to the podcast. I don't know what episode this is, but
Episode 5.
it's been a while.
It's
But
been
it's not going to be
two
too long.
days.
No,
It's been 2 days.
it's going to be a bi-weekly thing now.
Yeah, bi-weekly is in every 12 weeks.
Every other week.
Every other week we decide to do it.
Exactly. William has fixed up his mic. It sounds better than last time.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Mine also sounds better than last time. Anyway, just finished
I'm
up.
getting raped and
We just finished up watching this this Chinese video. The dude in the Chinese video is like, I can't speak English, but what was it? Is he like stubborn that he says he can read Chinese at the Chinese
I
restaurant?
don't know.
So
He sounds like an asshole.
He's handed the Chinese menu and he's trying to read it and order food, but the server lady's being a bitch. She's like, He's like, oh, so you want the jellyfish sandwich? That's what you said. And he's like, no, no, that's not what I said. She's like, no, that's what you said, blah, blah, blah. And the dude's like, can I just get my food? When he's trying to pronounce that one thing, he was like, nigger. Yeah, he's like that. Man, that's funny. But that would never happen in an actual Chinese restaurant.
Yeah,
They're just too busy.
Me.
Well, you're never going to be there, but every Chinese restaurant I've been to, they're just too busy to spend time on that shit. So they're like, can you speak Chinese? And you're like, no. So they'll be like, okay, here, have the English one.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of that, really. And I guess, wait, did your mother show you that video?
Yep.
Yeah, so is she like trying to get you to learn Chinese too?
Probably. She said that's me, so.
Yeah. That's not you though, since you're never going to be able to go. You're never going to go to a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
And if you are, like, the one time in your life that you're going to go on your own, you're just going to get, like,
It's gonna be a Korean
sweet
restaurant.
and sour
It won't even
pork.
be Chinese.
Dude, Korean barbecue. Korean
Yeah.
barbecue? We should go sometime.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Maybe after you get settled down in college and then find the time to go there.
That'd be a good place.
Yeah, you still going to UNLV? Is that 100?
I just took the ACT again today.
Like today?
Yeah.
How many times have you taken it?
That's my first time.
First time taking it today? What's today?
I took that. I took the SAT before.
Right, the SAT. You took the SAT. July 26th. Today's July 26th. Moving into dorms is on August 19th.
It was at UNLV, so they can do it faster.
Oh, so you took the test at UNLV?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was on the Paradise campus. It looked like shit, by the way.
Did you get handed your score like right off the bat, or?
No, it says 5 days.
5 days?
Yep.
All right. Well.
That's gonna be fun.
Damn, this is gonna hurt my mouth because I have a blister on my tongue, and it's the most annoying thing ever.
I also got to go to the dentist again.
Yeah, I got a dentist schedule too on the 30th.
No, I already went. I think I had a cavity on one of my fillings.
Oh, you have a cavity on your filling? So like they filled it, and then there's another cavity on it.
No, like it was previously filled, but there was a cavity growing. I guess. I don't know how that worked.
News to you. Wait, what'd you say?
That's at least what I thought I heard.
Oh, okay.
I didn't pay any attention to what they're saying.
Of course you didn't. Anyway.
I mean, I did. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway,
pay attention.
Dude, first time in my life I have a cavity.
You've never ate candy before, have you?
I've eaten candy. I've eaten a ton of sugar before.
Like a shit ton in one day?
No, of course not a shit ton. Well, I don't know. Maybe Halloween, but that's once in an annual occasion. Anyway, I have a cavity.
Halloween.
I have a
Halloween's
cavity.
a lot.
Maybe you ate a lot of candy and got fat on Halloween, but I don't think I've eaten that much to get me sick. So, never eaten that much candy.
Yeah, I've lost 8 teeth when I was a kid.
I've lost all my teeth when I was a kid, and they all grew. The second set came in, maybe around 9 years old, 8, 9 years old, I think that's when.
Second set was OP.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a cavity. First
I
cavity
just spam
ever.
that in Epic 7 chat. I
I've
just go in there and say OP. OP. Everything OP.
OP. What's OP is that I've never had a cavity before in my life until now.
Look at that guy. I rolled flat HP 5 times in a row. OP.
I have one cavity in like the back right of my mouth, like the bottom right of my molar. There's one, and I got to get that filled in on the 30th.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Because if I wait and my birthday passes, I technically don't have insurance anymore. Like the insurance doesn't cover it because I'll be 18.
Oh.
I'll be 18
Oh,
after that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to be growing up. You hit 18 and then everything goes to shit. Like you got to get a credit card when you're 18. I got to remember to do that, and then
Credit card.
all your insurance just dies with you turning old. The second coming of the apocalypse at 18 years old.
I'm getting like wrecked by mages right now. There's like 30 of them.
This is a podcast and nothing else. So
Yeah.
100%. Also, did you change your Discord profile pic again?
No, I'd never do that.
Yeah, what is that? Is that supposed to be Pikachu?
No, why would that be Pikachu? That'd be such a silly guess.
Because it looks a little messed up. It looks like a crap. What does it look? It looks like a mask from Payday 2. You take like the famine mask from Payday 2. It looks real gross and disheveled. You repaint it as like Pikachu colors, and that's what it looks like.
Wow, how rude of you.
It
looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Ugh, the eyes, man.
It's great.
There's no pupils on those eyes.
It's great.
It's just staring into your soul. Anyway.
That's a real Pikachu.
More college stuff. I don't know why, but UNLV always likes to screw me over with like all kinds of like notifications and stuff.
I just jumped off the map.
No, you didn't, because this is a podcast. There's no such thing as being distracted on the podcast.
What? Why would I do that?
As I was saying, not being distracted. You know how you just send in your vaccine records to UNLV, right? Yeah, you send in your vaccine records to prove that you got all the vaccines and you're not an anti-vaxxer. So I did that like 4 months ago, I think. I sent in my vaccine record, and just 2 days ago, 4 days ago, just 4 days ago, they sent me an email that I didn't have the vaccines for meningitis and MMR. And then 2 days after that, they sent me another email that I also don't have the vaccine for Tdap. So I called up my not psychiatrist. I called up my pediatrician. That's a different doctor for me. Anyway, I called up my pediatrician and I told her I didn't have this stuff, and she's like, okay, let me double check. And she says I do have all the vaccines, and that UNLV is like tripping, and they're like trying to make me go out and take like double doses of these vaccines that I don't need. So I got another sheet of paper, and it's very clear that I've taken all the vaccines I needed on the piece of paper, and I've faxed it to them. And I hope they don't come back to me like 2 days before we move into dorms and be like, hey, you don't have these vaccines. Because then I might have to take a sheet of paper, go up to the registrar office, and be like, hey, are you blind or something? I know I'm Asian, but I'm not a doctor. But I can still see that I got MMR right here, Tdap right here, and meningitis right here. It's called meningococcal or something, colol or something. It's not called meningitis, but it's like that's a strain of meningitis. I have the vaccine. You're blind as hell. How come you don't have a person who knows vaccines here? You've done this for like how many years have UNLV been up? You've done this like every year with tons of students, and how come you get this wrong?
Just ask them why they're Asian. Why can't you see?
Because 4 months ago, I've had all my vaccines already done. And the sheet of paper has not changed since then. I've not gotten any vaccines since I've sent in my first paper. And they're just blind. Making me do all this extra work just because I have to spend like $1, dude. That's expensive stuff. Faxing to the school.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I know. Sounds very crazy.
Yeah. By the way, have you gotten your SAT scores back yet?
Let's not talk about it.
So you took the SAT and now you take the ACT because we don't want to talk about the SAT scores.
Let's say I got the same score, but I scored higher in math this time.
Wait, you can't have you just told me you scored the same score, but you scored a higher score. So you didn't score the same score.
I scored higher in math.
But you didn't score as high in other sections. Is that what you?
Yep, that's what I'm saying. I scored in the 25th percentile in my writing, and I still got lower score.
25th percentile. Is that
in the state?
Oh, in the state.
I got a lower score on my writing than math too. Does that tell you anything?
Yeah, it tells me that your mother giving you that Chinese video of you being like all like oblivious to how to speak Chinese. Maybe you should just speak just go to China and speak Chinese only instead of English. You maybe have a little bit better chance there.
Fuck yeah.
I could probably score in 25th percentile in a Chinese written exam.
I mean like top 25. That's what I meant.
Oh, so it's like you're top 25.
Yeah, and I got a lower score on that than math. It was amazing.
Wow, I don't know what percentile I was. I'm pretty sure I'm in the top 10.
Bullshit.
I'm pretty sure I'm in the top 10. I think nationally.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I was like, what the fuck?
At least on the ACT, I know I'm top 10. I think nationally, and I'm top like 1% in Nevada. But that's not hard to get.
Oh yeah, everyone's retarded here.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, because not everyone's retarded because I'm here and I'm not. Yeah.
I'm the one that's retarded here.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty bad at test taking though, so
I'm really shitty. I couldn't get my timing down.
Oh, you ran out of time for like tests?
The questions are easy, just no fucking time.
Yeah, that's the first thing I work on, because I think for the practice SAT, I ran out of time on the math portion. And
I never ran out of time on the SAT. They give you too much time.
On the SAT?
Yeah, on the ACT they give you like 35 minutes for reading.
Yeah, well, this was sophomore year, so I was a dumbass back then, dude. Except I'm pretty sure sophomore year was the exact same me as this year.
Yeah.
Except I think I'm a little bit heavier. In a good way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost some weight.
I'm pretty sure sophomore year I was like 90 pounds.
I'm pretty sure I weigh a lot less right now.
I'm pretty sure that in sophomore year you could mistake me for someone who survived the Holocaust if I was not Asian. I'd be in the opium wars in China, dude. Like
God.
You know, I'd be like in those opium houses where they just have like the single lit up opium ball in the middle of a room, and everyone's like starving and having their guts full of crap because you can't feel when you poop when you smoke opium.
Oh God, I can see you being that.
Pretty sure we talked about this before, not on the podcast, but we talked about this way back in the day when it was the days of you living back in that Piccoli Ranch area.
Oh.
You lived back in the Piccoli Ranch area, and we walked to the Cracked Egg, and you were just like, hey, so I saw in the news the other day that some dude died from having too much poop in his like gut. And I'm like, what the heck? And you're like, yeah, he smoked so much opium or whatever, and opium makes it so you can't feel that you need to poop, so he just died from too much poop.
Yeah. Didn't Elvis die that way?
Didn't who? What?
Elvis. Elvis died that way, didn't he?
Did Elvis die from dying of being backed up? Constipation?
From opium, yep.
I don't know. Can you overdose on opium and die? Is opium like...
Yeah, probably.
Because I know you can't die from overdose of marijuana. Is opium like...
We'll test that.
Is that different? Well, I mean, a lot of people will test that. And so far, no one has died of overdosing marijuana.
We're gonna smoke 5 pounds.
It's because marijuana is like crap. I don't know what it doesn't have in it that doesn't kill you, but I know that it's like a plant. It's the plant-based thing or something that doesn't kill you. Anyway, though, it's still not good. You probably shouldn't do it. People do it anyway.
We'll just set the dorm. We'll buy like 10 pounds of it and then set the dorm on fire.
Yeah. Truly speaking, though, have you done any?
No.
Really? You're a pussy. Anyway, moving on.
I wouldn't mind to try it.
I haven't done any either. And if I was offered, I probably wouldn't do it because I'm a pussy. I don't know.
Oh wow.
I just won't do it because I don't want to see myself. I don't want to see how I act when I'm high because I'll probably not act what I would normally act. Yeah.
I can't imagine you being high.
Can you imagine me being drunk? The things I would say while I'm drunk.
I don't know what you would say.
Or what I would act like.
Probably no. No.
I don't know either. Would you?
That'd be fucked up.
I wonder what a really smart person, like just a 400 IQ person, would be like if they're drunk.
Go to Harvard. I heard that a lot of them drink there.
Yeah, they're drinking because they're stressed out on all the stuff they have.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yep, I heard that from
heavy drinkers.
I think I heard that from you.
Yep.
They're all mad scientist alcoholics.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. There's like 2 of them listening to this video right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not smart enough to go into Harvard. I mean, I don't think anyone in Nevada is smart enough to go into Harvard, except maybe like one person. I know one person.
I'm smart enough to go to Harvard.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. If you were so smart, maybe your profile picture wouldn't be a messed up Pikachu. It looks like a Filthy Frank suit, but it's just Pikachu, like colored yellow with red spots on the cheeks.
How could you be so rude to that Pikachu? What did it do to you?
Well, you know what? Maybe I tried catching one whenever I
Why
never
do I
played
still have
Pokemon,
my mother's phone?
Anyway. So you have like when the scores come out in 5 days, and you
5 business
get
days.
into 5 business days. My bad. And you can get it. Is that when you get accepted into UNLV, or is it like you're already accepted and you just need?
That's when I get my score from UNLV, and then they'll tell me if I'm eligible, probably.
Okay. Yeah, because we got to move in on 19. They keep sending me emails, or they keep sending me mail on the dorm stuff, like to buy bedding.
Oh God.
But like, I'm pretty sure they already default have a type of bedding, and this is just for like if you want to get better bedding.
Holy shit! Eating armor makes you drop more.
No, it doesn't. That is just a podcast, dude. Just a podcast, nothing else.
Wow. Some good shit.
It's like your bad habit of mentioning Epic 7 in like everything, but no one knows. No one watching this knows what that is. I don't know what you're talking about.
The stage just cleared. Look at that.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I got my driver's permit renewed.
Oh yeah, it's been so long you had to get it renewed.
Yes, it has been so long I got renewed. I've never taken the test in my like 6 months of having it.
Wow.
You know what's funny though?
What?
I had to. What was it? We didn't notice it was gonna expire on the 23rd or the 12th. It expired July 12th, and actually hold on. I think never mind. So it expired on the 12th. And it was, I think we noticed that it was going to expire on the 12th, the 11th, like the day before. So, or no, we noticed the day of. So
wow.
We woke up in the morning. We were like, my mother came up to me and she usually holds my permit because it just has it in her car because I don't ever need to hold it because I never drive. So then she comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, does this say this expires like tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it does." So we were like, "Oh crap, we need to go right now to the DMV." So we drove to the DMV, got it renewed, and it was just oh man, it took forever, man. It was like any trip to the DMV takes like 10 hours. Not literally, it was more like I moved like 7 hours. It was more like It was more like 7 hours.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
actually, it's not that long. It was like we waited in line for 2 hours, then we waited another 2 hours. So it was like 4 hours of waiting.
Oh wow.
And then we got it renewed. That was a close call though. We probably wouldn't have noticed that.
Yeah, definitely.
But what are the chances that out of all the days we could have noticed it, we noticed it right like
Right
on the
on the
day
day.
of it expiring? Anyway,
Yeah,
I
that's
got
for
the new
sure.
card. It's here, sitting on the table. I'm probably not gonna take the test until I get
I'm
a
taking my
car.
driver's license test one day before my birthday.
Oh, that's cool. You know, I got
Yeah.
so I was making Postmates deliveries with my father today.
Oh God, I'm done. What?
He was teaching me how to make Postmates deliveries.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good job.
Yeah, and like well, he was teaching me what he was doing, and so basically there's like multiple apps you can use to deliver food, right? There's like by door. I forgot what that one was called. It was like drop by door. There's Postmates and there's Grubhub. I'm pretty sure Grubhub is like the most popular one.
Yeah, I
There's
use that
there's
one.
also the Amazon one. The Amazon one. Anyway, so Grubhub is the most popular one. But the bad thing about the ones that are not Postmates is that they make you work 3-hour shifts, pretty much. So like
Oh,
the minute you press accept, like order or accept pickup on one of the packages, it like clocks you in for 3 hours,
oh shit.
and
Yeah, probably
it'll
that.
send you orders. I think during those 3 hours that you have to do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got.
so that's why my father says he prefers the Postmates one because you could just turn
Yeah, that
on.
one's a lot better.
Yeah, you can just turn on and off whenever you want to do deliveries or not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I heard
he gave
that.
me a couple tips, so I guess I'll share those tips right now. Cause when you do have a car, and hopefully, are you getting an electric or are you getting gas car?
I don't know.
Well, let me tell you, it's probably good to get an electric one. Better to get an electric one, cause there's I know downtown somewhere's got one, and Suncoast has just an electric car charging station, and you could just leave it there to charge at the at the place, and
Oh wow.
you just get free power, and you never have to pay for gas because you don't have gas, and you just have electric power. Anyway, so electric car is probably the way to go, and also you don't have to waste gas, like pay gas money to deliver food. Like you just use electric stuff. I'm pretty sure they have electric parking at UNLV too. Now that you mention it, or
Oh
now that I
shit.
mention it, since you didn't mention anything. Anyway, uh,
Wait a minute, I mentioned everything.
electric car is probably the way to go. And then also he gave me a couple tip. The first tip he gave me was that never deliver fast food items. Like if you ever get an order from like Jack in a Box or
Oh,
like Carl's Jr. or Burger King or McDonald's,
why
anything
is
like
that?
that, it's because any order from fast food places are only like burgers and fries, which are like $5. Like it costs $5, so you get paid shit. Like you get $1, I think, for like delivering that shit, and then they also don't tip you because people who buy cheap
It's
food,
fast food.
yeah, people who buy cheap food don't tip
Are
because they're
usually
cheap.
cheap. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what my father does is he sticks around like downtown Summerlin's.
Oh.
What the hell was that?
My mother blowing her nose.
Oh, it was loud as hell. God
Yeah, it's an
damn.
elephant. I mean, what?
Anyway, so he sticks around downtown somewhere. He delivers food from like Italian places, or like
Yeah, those are the best. Or
or like
steakhouses.
the juicery places, cause
Yeah.
that shit's expensive, man. It's like $16
Yeah,
for a
it
juice.
is.
I
I
don't know
know.
the things the rich people buy just because they're rich. They'll be like, you know what? I'll just have a juice for like $16. Doesn't matter. So like they deliver that shit and they pay the rich people like tip you like 20-25 bucks. It's some good
To
shit.
deliver some fucking
Yeah, so
juice.
you deliver juice and it takes like 10 minutes and you get paid like $30. And so if you do that, like you could be making
How
you could
much?
be making
How
like
much money does
30
he?
bucks an hour.
How much money does he make from this shit?
It depends on how many deliveries he wants to do since he's already got a job, he doesn't do it too much. But last month he made $1,000 off of it just from
Damn,
driving and delivering. He didn't even deliver that much. He maybe did it like 2 times, 3 times every week. He made $1,000 a month.
that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, so when we're in college, I can. We
We're
can
gonna
just.
we're gonna drive all the way to Summerlin side, and we're just gonna like deliver shit.
Yeah, if we're in college and you have an electric car, what we can do is we can both make delivery accounts, so we get twice as much deliveries,
Are
twice
you
as many
serious?
offers on the delivery. Yeah, usually they
Wait.
deliver to the closest person, to the place, but sometimes the internet fucks up, like because the service, I guess they have bad servers or something, and the
Oh.
internet fucks up, and you press the button to like accept delivery, but it says like the server can't. It's like an error on the server. You can't accept it right now. So what we can do is we can get two. I make an account. You make an account, and then we'll have two accounts to have the orders come in, and we just take up all the shit whenever we have free time and just go deliver it and make like a ton of money.
Oh my god.
So hey, that's something we can do in our free time whenever we're not doing
Shit.
anything else.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
God damn, my game is lagging like a motherfucker.
Yeah, maybe you should nudge a little bit and be like, hey, you know what? Can I get an electric car? You know, they're not that. You can get like the cheapest electric car. It's not even that expensive. Just make
Do
sure it's
they
got some
cost
mileage
more
on
than
it.
normal?
No, they
Do
don't.
they cost? I'm gonna ask for a Prius.
Even if they got, you asked for like the most gas guzzling car you could get. You're like, can I get like a 20 miles per gallon 20 miles per
I
gallon
want,
Ferrari?
I want a
I don't know cars.
I want an electric Prius.
I know that I saw like a car that looks pretty. It looks like the Ocelot from GTA 5 online, and it's an electric car. And I saw it in the Suncoast parking lot. And my father's like, "That is the best electric car you can get right now." I'm like, "Huh? It looks pretty good too."
Yeah, you should get like a Bugatti or something. You get like 18 miles per gallon.
More well in electric cars, I think it's more like miles per. It's like something like
Miles
200
per
miles
volt.
per
Volt
charge or something.
per volt.
There's 200 miles per charge, so like you charge it up to full and you can drive 200 miles with it before it runs
How
out of
long
juice.
How long does it take out to charge?
Not as long as you think probably, since you can charge it overnight and then it'll be full by morning, I think.
Mm.
And then whenever you're dropping off or like going off on parking at places, you can just charge it while it's parked at whatever place you're at. Since a lot of places are putting in like electric parking now.
Do they break down faster?
No.
Wow. Sound pretty
They
good.
break down just as fast as normal gas guzzling cars, I guess. Depends on
Shit.
which one you get. If you get a shitty one, it'll break down faster. Just like how if you get a shitty normal car, it'll break down faster.
You need like a Bugatti? What? I didn't say anything.
What's with you and
What are you
Bugattis,
laughing at?
man?
I don't know.
Can I get a Bugatti? Sure. Ah,
They'll think I'm on drugs or something.
maybe you'll be on drugs and you'll be like, "Can I get a Bugatti?" And they'll be like, "Ah." And in your mind, you'll think they'll said sure. And you're like, "Thanks," and they're like, "What the fuck is he on?" Oh, have I told you? Have I told you the other day I worked? Me and my coworker. Or it was just me and my coworker down in box, and I was not the closing guy, but I was like the mid shift that was helping him close, pretty much. And like he was just high, like out of his mind.
Right, he
Like
was smoking?
Yeah, he was high as hell, and his friend came in and he was also high. They're both really high. Oh god damn it. They're both really high.
No.
Because what happened
No.
is anyway, so he came in the shift. He wasn't high for the first half of his shift. So he came in and he was sober, I guess.
Holy shit.
Oh man, that was loud.
I just got through the portal. I'm getting fucking destroyed.
He was sober as shit. So he came in and he's like, "Damn, I can't wait till my break. I can't wait until my break, but I gotta wait until my stuff gets here." And I'm like, "Your food?" And I was like, I felt so stupid after saying that. Because he was like, "No, not food." And I was like, "What else could you get?" Oh,
He's gonna get the munchies.
he's waiting for his brownies.
Weed brownies.
For his brownies, for his
Holy.
he was waiting for his brownies, waiting for his his cabbage, his vegetables that he was waiting for. And he went on his break, he came back, and he was just so high. And like everything, he couldn't handle customers. Like he could barely handle customers. The customers comes in, and then they're like, "Ah, you're having a fun night, right?" Because he was high and he was just laughing all the time, at like nothing. So like, I would say something like, "Hey man, could you get the next customer?" And he'll be like, "Ha ha ha ha," and just like he's like crazy. So he's high as hell, and he's helping out the customers, and then he's just like, the green is available, and then the customer's like, "What the hell are you saying?" So yeah, it's pretty insane.
My God.
It got even better when he called his friend, and his friend came over, and his friend was also high as hell. so it was just two high people in the box, and it was me, and I was completely sober. I was dealing with two high, and what happened was, I think a little bit into the shift, after his break, I think he was Snapchatting about how high he was. He's trying to send his friend didn't get there yet, so he's trying to send it to his friend that was also high, that he was high as hell. But he accidentally sent it to his girlfriend, I think. So
Oh my God.
so he sent the Snapchat to his girlfriend that he was high as hell, and he was like, "Oh shit!" I sent it to the wrong number. I'm like, "Oh well, I mean that sucks, I guess." And he's like, "Yeah, it sucks because I told her that I wasn't doing that stuff anymore." I'm like, "Oh." Well, I was like, well, I mean, maybe you could just be like, aha, I was just kidding. My friend got a hold of my phone. And he's like, no, I can't do that because I sent pictures of me being high. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing in work right now? You're working right now. You're sending pictures of yourself being high.
Oh God.
And I'm like, dude, you're a dumbass. And he's like, fuck. And he's like laughing this entire time. He's like, fuck. And they're like, dude, I can't tell if you're not happy right now because you're laughing. And he's like, no, I'm super happy right now. But I'm also screwed. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Sounds like a great guy.
Yeah, whenever me and him work together and we're just alone in box and it's just me and him, the weirdest stuff happens. I swear, like super weird stuff happens when it's just me and him. And I swear, it's only when it's just me and him. Like if there's another person there, it doesn't work, and whenever I'm with another person who's not him, it doesn't work. No weird stuff pops up, but it's just him. And I swear, it's something wrong with him. Cause I think that shift he got high as hell. He sent wrong messages to his girlfriend, and I think what happened was a little bit earlier his ex-girlfriend came in, I think, and it was like he was like, damn, I haven't seen her in like years, and she just came in. I was like, oh, that's weird as hell, I guess, when you haven't. It just so happened that tonight's the night that his ex-girlfriend, who's also with her new boyfriend, goes to watch Lion King.
That's
And then that's weird. And the previous shift that I had with just me and him, I got a call. I got a call in the box, and I picked it up, and I was like, Century Suncoast, how can I help you? And then like the lady on the other side was like, yeah, so we got a problem here. Like there's a disturbance outside. There's a bunch of naked guys running around, and I'm like, what the hell?
Didn't you already talk about that before?
Yeah, I think I did. That was the other weird shift that happened. God, so much weird shit happens. Good thing I put in my 2 weeks and I'm quitting. Yeah, I put in my 2 weeks already because I was like, a week ago I put in my 2 weeks and I was like, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks now, and they're like, oh, why now? You know, you quit like right before you could end it right before you move into dorms. And I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know, maybe UNLV's gonna screw me over and like, send me some shit to do before I have to move in, and then I was right. But I put in my 2 weeks already, and you have to write a letter when you put in your 2 weeks at the theater.
To resign?
Yeah, to resign. You have to put in like a resignation letter, and like I was like, okay, and it was supposed to be super formal, but nothing of the situation was formal at the time. I didn't know it had to be formal until he told me at the end of the letter when I finished it. So
Oh my god.
so what happened was I just got done with my shift. It was like 12 o'clock at night. I was super tired. And I walk into the office. I'm like, hey, can I put in my 2 weeks? He's like, yeah, sure. You can just write down your or type up your letter. I'm like, oh damn, I have to do a letter. So I take the key. I was sitting in a chair in the office, and there's only two computer screens. There's two computer screens, and both the managers were on there. So I was sitting behind, like in the back, with the wireless keyboard, typing out my letter. And he's like, oh wait, shouldn't you be? Can you see the screen from there? And I'm like, no. I can't see. I can't see the screen from him. He's like, "Oh, okay." So he continues eating his food because I guess he was just on break or something, and he was eating his food. And then I was typing on my letter, and then I think I wrote like, to whom this may concern, I, Jaydee Sue, will be working my last day, on August 2nd. And then I typed up like, it was an honor to work at this fine establishment or something. And it sounded super. It sounded super sarcastic, and I didn't mean it to, but it kind of did. So I was like, it was been an honor to work at this fine establishment. I've developed so many skills working here, like discipline and communication skills, and I would highly recommend this to any of my friends who want to learn those skills as well. And I was just writing some bull crap like that. And I think at one point I wrote in the letter that like, my manager's name is Robert. And I was like, and I was like, okay, I'm finished. What else do I? And he's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm finished? And he's like, you gotta write some like mushy shit. And I'm like, okay. What do you want me to write? He's like, what kind of mushy shit? And he's like, I don't know. Say like Robert's great and stuff. Like like Robert's a great manager. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, just say something.
Promotion.
Yeah, just say something like that. Just say something like Robert's a great manager. And so I typed up exactly what he said to me. So in my letter, I typed up Robert's a great manager, as well as the other ones. And without them, I'd probably not have as much fun as I did in this job. Sincerely, Jaydee Sue. And then I was like, okay, I'm finished. And he's like reading it over, and he's like, wow, there's like no spelling errors. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, and you say you can't see the screen? He's like, no, I can't see the screen. It's like in 12 font. I'm in the back of the room, and I got a wireless keyboard. So I typed up the entire thing without being able to look at the screen. So he's like, damn, that's pretty impressive. I'm like, well, if I'm going to be majoring in computer science, I guess this is the least I can do. And he's like, shut up. So he reads over my letter, and he's like, is this really your letter? And I'm like, yeah, I typed it up, didn't I? And he's like, you sure? And I'm like, yes, this is my resignation letter. He's like, because like this is supposed to be a formal letter. I'm like, oh, is it? I'm sitting here in the back of the room. I can't see what I'm typing. I can't see what I'm typing. You're eating like Chipotle or something, right? You're eating Cafe Rio right in front of me. This is supposed to be formal. And he's like, well, I guess you got a point. And he's like, oh, all right. I'm like, what's wrong with the letter? And he's like, it sounds super sarcastic. And I'm like, what do you mean? So he prints it out. He's like, oh, all right. So he prints it out. He hands it to me. He's like, read that to me. And then I read it, and he's like, I have tears going down my eyes right now. And I'm like, yeah, see, it's not sarcastic. And he's like, all right, well, sign right here, and I'll put it into the general manager. I'll send it to the general manager so he can read it. And I'm like, oh shit, the general manager reads this? And he's like, yep.
Oh god.
So yeah, I'm only working like maybe 4 more shifts, and then that's it. Then I'm outie. I
don't know how the hell this shit is. I want to be like working at IKEA or shit, supposedly, when I turn 18.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly.
You're working okay, so you're not going to be dormed?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to find it.
Because if you're dorming, I don't think you're going to be able to work at IKEA.
I mean, if I live over here, I'm going to have to drive all the way across town.
That's right. It's like 10 miles. It's like 12 miles from there to UNLV.
God damn.
And if you work like, let's say every weekend, you have to drive 24 miles total, go there and back.
Fuck.
That's a lot of driving. I'm not sure you want to do it.
I hardly drive.
Yeah.
Everyone's
I
gonna
don't
see
drive
my.
at all, actually.
Everyone's gonna see my expertise driving.
Yeah, dude. Everyone our age already has a car and license. You know.
Everyone in my school had licenses when they turned 16.
It's kind of awkward being this old and not having a car /
Yeah,
license.
I should have done my junior year.
I have an excuse though. I'm poor.
I
That's
should
really
have
the only
got.
excuse I have.
I don't know what the hell I did in junior year, but I should have done it
Yeah,
then.
be a lazy fuck. That's what you did during junior year. That's the
hey,
only thing I can think of.
hey, I looked the best in my junior year.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you.
I got to my like lowest body fat percentage in my junior year.
Oh, I thought you were like. You looked the worst when you first started, and then you just
No, like
slowly became better looking up until now.
no, like I look like shit right now. I work out like once a week right now. I just started squatting again 2 weeks ago.
Damn. So
I
like,
did 315 last week for like 2 sets of 5.
were you too focused on like ACT shit and stuff, or like testing?
Yeah, let's say that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so you go back to being a lazy fuck again.
I'm probably gonna. I need to start eating more again.
Dude, I need
Like
to
I
start
just
eating more. I need to start working out
like
more and eating more.
I ate. I don't know how the hell I ate. I
Yeah,
just look at the
I'm starting to lose my teenage
like.
appetite.
I don't. I mean, I can eat a lot. I just don't remember how.
Just not as much as before, or
I mean, yeah, I don't. I don't. I eat like once or twice a day now.
damn.
I hardly eat. Like
Damn,
I eat like
I remember you eating like 7 meals a day when you were
I
cutting.
ate
No,
like I ate every 2 hours.
when you were
I
cutting, I
bring
remember you eating that shit.
I ate every like 1 or 2 hours.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
I'm still eating like 4 meals, I think, around 4 meals a day, but it's like I'm not eating as much in those meals as I used to.
I still got my meal here from 3 hours ago.
I think maybe it's due to me. I think it's due to me not working out as much as I did before.
It's definitely that.
Because I'm not sure. It's so weird because you would
I
think
don't
if you
I don't
lose
feel
weight.
anything.
Oh, if you lose weight really easily, you would think that working out more and more would make you lose weight more since you're working out more and using calories more. But what happened was the more I work out, the heavier I get because I'll just be eating way more than I lose. And
Yeah.
I'll be gaining muscle. But since I've stopped working out as much as I did, I've actually lost more weight.
Um.
I was
Uh,
at my peak I was at my peak at the end of this year, at the end of this school year, like high school year. A little bit
yeah.
before that, I was at like 132, I think, pounds. I was sustainable at 132 pounds. I was the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life, 132. And now I'm like 123.
My heaviest was like 198.
I lost like 10 pounds over the course of like 4 months of me not working out as much as I did. What's weird is that
Yeah.
I still look as I did when I was 132. I'm just not as heavy. I don't know where all that weight went.
I don't know where all mine went. Just
I think I think it's like a little bit off everywhere, but mostly
my legs are a lot smaller.
I don't know. I can't tell the difference with my legs. My legs have always been small.
I can tell because my quad doesn't stick out at all.
Yeah, I think my legs are the same. I don't know where I think I'm losing the weight from I think it's my back mostly, which is not a good place to lose muscle from because it's kind of where I want to train. But right now I'm training enough that I'm not losing any more weight, but I'm also not gaining any more weight.
Yeah. I haven't lifted a lot. Let's see, when the hell was the last time? Since like winter. I stopped eating a lot during winter break. Just I didn't eat as much as I used to ever since.
Speaking of eating, I'm kind of hungry right now. After this podcast, I'm gonna go grab a bite, and then we can just play some more Minecraft. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how Minecraft has been. It's actually been It's more popular in Fortnite now.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually more popular in Fortnite now. I think most of that is due to PewDiePie playing Minecraft now.
Really?
Have you seen him playing Minecraft?
I haven't even watched them.
Because I know a long time ago I watched one of his videos that was like why he doesn't play Minecraft. And that was like 2015. He's like, I will never play Minecraft. It's a shitty game. And then like now he's a Minecraft channel.
Really?
Yeah, if you take a look at his most recent videos, all of his like the last 30 videos he's done is all Minecraft. I think he's kind of addicted to that shit cuz like
really?
he's like a middle schooler that just got Minecraft. Because you know how we were addicted to Minecraft like when we first got it? He's in that age right now. He's in that state of like just a kid. He's like a kid who just figured out that Minecraft is a really good game, and he's just playing that shit. And that's all the videos he's making, and it's getting like 20 million views a bit. It's getting so much views, or it's getting so many views, and that's what's making Minecraft super popular right now.
Oh yeah.
And I'm noticing that a lot of other like streamers and stuff are also doing Minecraft now. Because I was watching this guy, Uber Haxer Nova. He's pretty funny, and he used to do just like variety streams, like a ton of different games. And recently he's just started up like a Minecraft series. And I'm like, it's kind of weird how coincidentally all of a sudden all these Minecraft videos are popping up, and Minecraft's popularity is going up when PewDiePie started playing Minecraft.
Yeah, that's true.
And he just did it like out of randomness, because I think he was just making like he played it sarcastically for like the first half of the first episode, I think.
Yeah, I just find this guy in chat. Because because he asked, he just randomly said his Ken stats once I repped Ken, and then I told him my D-Corp's health is 30,000, which is like 6,000 more than his Ken, and he said, I'm glad we didn't ask. I said, we didn't ask you what your Ken stats were either. Because he just randomly spit it out because I was like Nat 5 already played. And then I repped Ken. I said OP, and then he's like, mine has 20k.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I told him my D-Corp's health is 30k. He's like, cool, we didn't ask. We didn't ask stats either.
Of course. You know, I'm pretty sure no one understood anything of what you just said.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it.
So I'm pretty much just saying I'm better than him. That's the sum up.
God damn, you can say that at the beginning. You're just like, I text this guy, so it's better than him.
You thought he could be better?
Nope. Yeah, dude. I've also been playing. I've just been playing Minecraft. Unironically, I've been playing Minecraft in my own free time. It's actually pretty fun.
I got back on my Summoner's War account today.
You okay?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I got to see my tech shards again.
I've been playing the tech mods because they have all these complicated like energy jewels. It's kind of like computer science. It's like you get how to do it when you first learn it. It's pretty easy, but then as it gets more complicated as you go on, it's sort of like that. So like I've been making all these machines and like wiring and shit, and I built a ton, and it's pretty cool. We need to do that right after this podcast ends in 30 seconds.
Wow,
so I guess,
what?
What? It ends in 30 seconds.
Why would it end in 30 seconds? What are you doing?
Because I see a timer of our recording, and I'm gonna end it.
Wait, no.
Also, I'm just gonna not put in the usual backdrop. Anyway, it's podcast is ending. We'll see you in another 6 months. Bye bye. It's time to drop out.